At a spa gathering of the heroes, a shocking murder takes place. The victim is none other than the S-class hero, Zombie Man, and the culprit is among them. The story goes back 2 days before the party. The Hero Association organizes a 2-day spa trip as a reward for the heroes after they defeat the alien Boros. Atomic Samurai and Metal Bat start to question why some of the others, who hadn't done much during the battle, were invited. Flashy Flash explains that he was busy dealing with monsters elsewhere. Pig God simply states that he had to go home because he was too hungry, and Watchdog Man declares that he needed to protect his own city. The increasingly annoyed Metal Bat is close to starting a fight with Flashy Flash. On the other hand, the girls are much quieter than the guys in the hot spring. Tatsumaki haughtily proclaims that she alone could have handled the alien invader. At night, the Hero Association organizes a feast. They all enjoy tasty food and fine wine together. However, the next day they wake to find Zombieman's lifeless body. By looking at the scene, they first identify the weapon used in the act. It's Atomic Samurai's blade. Atomic Samurai quickly defends himself, claiming that he left his sword at the party last night and someone must have secretly taken it. Additionally, others can vouch that Atomic Samurai was busy drinking at the time, clearing him of suspicion. Bang then suggests let's consider who would have the motive to kill Zombie Man. Upon hearing about motive, Superalloy Darkshine recalls that Puri Puri Prisoner had been eyeing Zombie Man not too long ago. Puri Puri Prisoner explains that he just admired Zombie Man and wished Zombie Man was his man. He also insists that he only attacks the most vicious criminals and doesn't kill people. However, due to his frequent imprisonments and low reputation in society, he can't be entirely ruled out as a suspect. Puri Puri Prisoner then brings up a clue he has. He recalls overhearing Saitama, grinning slyly, asking Zombie Man whether it was true that no matter how hard he got hit, he wouldn't die. Saitama quickly defends himself, saying I was just curious because I heard Zombie Man was immortal. Genos jumps to his teacher's defense, stating it couldn't possibly be Master Saitama. If Saitama wanted to kill, he'd only need one punch. But wait, if Saitama was just testing whether Zombie Man was truly immortal, he might have held back and used the weapon. Believing he has figured everything out, Genos quietly tells Saitama, "Don't worry, Master. I will defend you." Saitama is so frustrated by this that he's about to explode. The more Genos talks, the more suspicious Saitama seems to look. Child Emperor starts to piece things together. He points out that Flashy Flash, who has been silently staring at Zombieman's body, Pig God, who is still eating breakfast, Watchdog Man, who hasn't even gotten out of bed yet, and Metal Bat, who's been unusually quiet since the morning, are all suspicious. Just then, Atomic Samurai suddenly remarks, "Isn't the first person who found the body also pretty suspicious?" That person is none other than King, who's just arrived on the scene. King explains to everyone that when he went to buy a drink from the vending machine last night, he already saw Zombie Man lying on the ground. Child Emperor questions King about what he did last night. King tells them he went back to his room, took a bath, and then fell asleep. Child Emperor, however, finds this odd. He raises the question this inn is known for its open-air baths. Why did King choose to bathe in his room? Unfazed, King retorts that what he does is his own business. The more King speaks, the more suspicious he seems. They even hear King's engine starting up. Just when things are heating up, Tatsumaki suddenly steps in. She declares that since everyone is under suspicion, she might as well restrain them all for now. At this moment, Zombie Man stirs and wakes up. He's known as the man who can't die, even in death. This is because Zombie Man has a remarkable ability. He can heal himself no matter how badly he's hurt. After he regains consciousness, he explains to everyone that he drank too much last night, and all he remembers is a blade suddenly flying towards him. The blade, he recalls, was glowing green. After that, due to his drunkenness, he slept right here all night. Suddenly, everyone's eyes turn to Tatsumaki, the one who is always surrounded by a green glow. Child Emperor asks her about what she was up to last night. Tatsumaki, raising her voice, insists she doesn't remember. However, she knows that Zombie Man can't die. Why on earth would she bother trying to kill him? An act that would be meaningless. Anyway, since Zombie Man is fine, everyone decides to drop it. Child Emperor decide to review the surveillance footage from last night. Sure enough, it was Tatsumaki causing the trouble. She looked incredibly drunk and probably knew Zombie Man couldn't die, so she sent a sword at him for a bit of fun. But why did Tatsumaki drink so much in the first place? That's something only Genos seems to know. In fact, all of this is the result of Saitama's actions. Last night, when Tatsumaki said she didn't want to drink such terrible tasting alcohol, Saitama snatched it away. He told her that as a kid, she shouldn't mimic adults by drinking alcohol and should stick to orange juice instead. This hurt Tatsumaki's pride and she drank a lot. And so, the situation turned out to be much simpler than it first seemed. That's it for this episode.